Last time on Extinction, Goku and Vegeta gave not their lives, but their very existence to fuse and stop Yamoshi. Moreover, to stop the Grand Priest from erasing their universe. But upon fusing with the angel version of the Potara earrings, it wasn't a fusion of the two of them who appeared, but what seems to just be the Grand Priest. What has happened? A grand betrayal. Support us on Patreon and get videos up to 4 days early and ad-free. All money goes to hiring voice actors and coloring pages. The time has come to put an end to your race. One day earlier, we find Whis informing his father that his plan is already in motion, and everything is going according to his orders. The Grand Priest replies, "Perfect." He states the time has come and that Yamoshi is a thorn in their side, a minor nuisance due to his immense power and immortality. Those Saiyans Whis has taken as disciples may prove useful after all, noting that it's a good thing they didn't destroy their planet. Yet, his child answers, yes, going on to explain at this very moment Mr. Goku and Mr. Vegeta are facing him. It seems Yamoshi intends to use his power as a guardian god against him. He also notes that Yamoshi's strength hasn't diminished in the slightest, even after all this time in exile. GP reminds Whis that Yamoshi is the first mortal in history who's able to obtain divine power on his own, the power of the gods, a power that is only possible if the individual possesses a pure heart. Yamoshi belongs to the Saiyan race, a race of violent creatures who live only for battle. It's rare to find even one among them with feelings completely unlike the rest of his kind, and that difference is what led him to awaken such a power. The Father of Angels mentions Yamoshi acquired immortality and served as God of Destruction for a long time, but because of his enormous power, he puts the position of the Angels at risk. Unfortunately, due to their greater power, they are forbidden from using it against a God of Destruction. Yamoshi realized the discomfort his presence was causing among the Angels, and on his own decided to exile himself to a very distant universe. He would only appear again when needed. Whis straightens. Yamoshi didn't trust the Angels. He was always defensive, afraid they might gain the ability to destroy anyone without exception. When he exiled himself, he set a condition so as not to interfere with the Angels' work. He asked that he not be taught anything about the power of the gods. Whis doesn't blame him. A power like his, given to beings who aren't pure, can only lead to trouble. Still staring out into the universe, the Grand Priest is curious. Was it difficult to convince the Saiyan Goku to fight Yamoshi? But not really. Since he's a Saiyan, he only had to nudge his mind a little while he slept, tempting him to search for him. His desire to fight someone stronger did the rest. Whis manipulated him so he would search for the Dragon Balls and ask to be taken before Yamoshi. After making the wish to Shenron, he was able to stand before Yamoshi and challenge him to a fight. Of course, knowing Goku, it was only a fight for fun. Either way, Yamoshi fell into the trap and asked to be brought before Whis himself. His opposite chortle is that he bets he was shocked to see Goku using godly power, and even more so to see someone wield the power of Ultra Instinct. The first thing he thought was they Angels taught it to him, which would mean they broke the pact. But in reality, he was the one who broke it by coming to them. They had the perfect excuse to finish him this time. The Angels are forbidden from acting against a guardian god unless he's violating a pact. It is a crime not to follow the rules and agreements. Now it's only a matter of letting the situation continue as it has. Whis already has someone else who will help make sure everything goes smoothly. After revealing our heroes were indeed used after all, and the Angels also feared Yamoshi's strength, seeking any excuse to do away with him. Whis also wants to inform his father that he's gathered information on the Saiyans and their abilities. It's surprising to see that through bursts of anger or a strong event or experience that impacts them, they can unleash tremendous power. It's concerning to know that they could one day become as strong as Yamoshi. That is why he sought a way to keep their power under control. He has witnessed several events where this has happened, where they go from having minimal power to exploding with strength and, for moments, having practically unlimited power. They cannot risk them becoming like Yamoshi at any moment. The danger is always present, and that is why he found a way to keep them under control. When they're in their base power, if they're gravely wounded and then recover, they become stronger. But when they transform into Super Saiyan, there's no way to measure their power. Even for brief moments, they become stronger than a god. So I found a way. By transferring my angel power to them, they can remain strong, but only against mortals, not against angels or gods. It isn't easy for them to withstand my energy, which is why they were trained for it. At first, they couldn't control it completely. A characteristic of this is that their hair and eyes turn red. Right now, they're already capable of withstanding my energy. They've developed incredible power comparable to the gods. In other words, I now have them completely under control, and the way to recognize it is by their bluish hair and eyes. As long as they don't use their Saiyan ki, they will remain under our complete control. His father offers his congratulations. Whis has done an excellent job keeping them under control. He emphasizes that before they get rid of them, they must make use of their full powers before they're no longer any use to them. Every being has its place, and that their place will always be above all others. It can never be the other way around. Never. It's true Goku has already mastered Ultra Instinct, and the question arises whether he could be a danger to them. No, not at all. He knows from his conversation with Yamoshi about Goku. If we go back, Yamoshi asked if Goku is born with a pure heart. He spoke with him and he confessed that as a baby he was aggressive and troublesome, but his attitude changed after he hit his head. It's only since then he became different. Addressing his father, only those born with a pure heart can successfully master Ultra Instinct. Anyone who wields that power without truly being pure will be consumed by it. Goku may have mastered it, but we've already seen the severe consequences it brings him, just like during the Tournament of Power. There's no need to worry. He'll simply become a victim of that power. They conclude that the only one they need to worry about for now is Yamoshi. It's a shame. If he had just stayed out of their affairs, his race might have continued to exist, but he kept growing stronger and stronger to watch over them. That cannot be allowed and he must be punished, for the sake of balance. He instructs Whis to continue overseeing and reporting how the plan progresses. He acknowledges that Beerus isn't entirely on board with this, but hopes for his own good that Whis can convince him. He adds that he'll inform the mighty Zeno of the events, as Zeno is very strict about these matters. Whis takes his leave. Returning to the Angel's conversation with the masked figure, Whis goes on. Yes, it seems you were right about that. It's a shame they have to end this way, don't you think? What I am saying, you are the first one who wants to see them eliminated. I see you've made good use of the items I gave you. You don't need to keep using them anymore. It's time you hand them back to me. Taking off his robes, the masked man is revealed to be Frieza. Whis continues that he didn't think they would end up causing the tyrant so much trouble. Even Vegeta managed to land a hit on him, despite being protected by that cloak and mask. Chortling, Frieza states no matter how many toys they use, they'll never be fully effective against those Saiyans. They're a bit, how should he put it, bothersome. Tossing in the mask, its power to make the user invisible feels like a child's toy, but it was fun. And those bracelets. With those, he's able to absorb a lot of energy from that Saiyan Yamoshi. But that despicable Vegeta destroyed him, ironically commenting how he hopes Whis will still find him useful. Who says it's no problem? The energy they absorb doesn't stay in the bracelet itself. It goes directly where he needs it. Even if they're broken, repairing them for another occasion will be easy. By the way, Frieza knows many things now. It goes without saying, but never let the thought of betraying the angels come to mind. The consequences would be severe. Remember that once the Grand Priest finishes his work, Frieza himself will be in charge of erasing Earth. The Angel's betrayal now on full display. Frieza thinks for a moment. What a dilemma. Perhaps this is why he was revived after the Tournament of Power. If he has to destroy the Earth, he will do so gladly. Just one question. What will happen if the Grand Priest fails to eliminate the Saiyans? An inquiry Whis takes exception to. He snaps, this question has no place. This would suggest they stand a chance against the Angels. Taking his leave, Frieza muses they need to remember who they're dealing with. It won't be easy.